Okay guys, so we're just in here with Oscar. We just finished up grading all the steers. Excellent set of steers. I'm not going to go through and do each individual calf. What we've kind of done is Oscar's going to go through. We're going to pick some highlights, some steers that we can show you some differences on, and hopefully that'll give you a little bit more of a learning tool. So we'll go through on about 4 or 5 steers and just kind of point out some individual traits. So this is the first steer we're going to look at. This is Tim's calf. This particular calf I thought would be neat to show you. He's got a really nice ribeye on this calf, but you'll notice on this steer, he's got huge fat cover, as Oscar's just pointing out right now. So he's got big fat cover on the outside. He measured 18, so you lose some points there. And it also, if you look up top, this is quite interesting because he doesn't have the fat cover on his hip. So he gets a partial covering for hip, even though this steer has huge fat cover over his rib. This is still Tim's calf that we're talking about. And just looking over at the next calf, this is Austin's calf, Ashton, pardon me. And if you look where Oscar's pointing at right there, you can see with the hide puller, it's perhaps torn some of that fat off. So you can tell this calf here, it's not torn on him. So that's kind of a difference there. Because it's straight, right? Okay, so this calf, this is Amy's calf, and just wanted to show you the muscle pattern on this calf. So he scored good instead of excellent. Just needs a little more time just to round off that muscle. If we look over compared to this calf, this is Kyle's calf. This calf has got lots of hip on it, starting to muscle up really well. So there's the difference between those two calves. This calf scores a 5 in overall muscling. This calf scores a 3 in overall muscling. Just needs some more time as well to develop and finish off. This is our next calf that we're showing you. This is Mackenzie's calf, and we're just showing you the ribeye on this calf. Now this particular steer, he could have some more finish on him. Huge ribeye. This is the biggest ribeye steer in the class by quite a bit, actually. This steer could just use some more time just to marble a little better. But there's a calf there with an absolutely phenomenal ribeye. It just needs a little more finish on him. Good cover on the calf, but just needs some more time. Another 30 to 60 days would make a huge difference on him. This is Tyler's steer. You'll notice his steer's got excellent cover on him. He's a huge muscled steer. I don't know if everybody got a chance to, a few people would have seen him live, but there's a calf there. He's definitely the best marbled steer in the entire group. And you can see Oscar showing you the comparison there of what they're scoring on. There's a calf there that's fed extremely well. He's muscled well. He's got lots of marbling. So here's a very high scoring calf in that division. Not as big a ribeye as some of the other calves, but scores really well. Nice muscling, nice cover. So we're just showing you the fat cover. So this is Tyler's steer once again. And you notice on this calf, he's covered all throughout the entire body. You got a tiny little bit on his hip that doesn't show, but this steer scores right at the very top as far as the fat cover. And Oscar was just pointing out too, the fat cover kind of starts in an S shape on the body, and it'll fill in from there. If we look across at the steer on the far side, that's going to be Jenna's calf. That particular steer, you can see, just doesn't have quite the fat cover on the hip. It's covering up on his shoulder pretty decent, but he doesn't have it quite on his hip like the other calves. There's another calf there with just a little less fat cover on his hip. I believe that was Austin's calf. So it just gives you a comparison. There's a very well covered calf on Tyler's steer right there. You can see just covered throughout the entire carcass. The calf we're looking at now, this is Cheyenne's calf. Just wanted to show you on this particular calf. So he's got lots of fat cover, but a small ribeye. And Oscar's pointing that out to you right now. So there's a calf there that won't score quite as high just because of the fact that the small ribeye, and then with your cutability, because he's got not excess fat, but more fat cover with that small ribeye, he's just not going to score quite as well. So congratulations, kids. Great set of steers. Big thank you to Oscar, who did this for us the last few years. Hopefully next year we'll be on track and can get him to explain everything in person and have the kids in here in the cooler, because it's a great learning experience. And we really appreciate all of Oscar's time and his dedication to 4-H. So thank you very much on behalf of our 4-H clubs.